Fiver on. This was absolutely free from a little old lady. Had to buy a couple of trinkets and a box of pegs. Other than that,
There's been little to choose between the promotion-chasing clubs in League One this season. Right now, just 8 points separates the top 6. Third place fourth tonight as Swansea take on Huddersfield in a game where a win is vital if either team wants to keep one step ahead of the playoff pack. Lee Trundle returns to the Swans against a Terriers side chasing their 4th win in a row. Swansea and Huddersfield have hardly been out of the top 6 all season in League One, but it's the top 2 they really want and automatic promotion. And second place is on offer in this game for one of these teams. Commentators from the Liberty Stadium, Gary Birtles, and first of all with the team news, Bill Leslie.
The inclusion of Lee Trundle following a stomach injury is the big news for Swansea. His return, one of 3 changes from the side that drew at Scunthorpe last weekend. Despite scoring in the last 2 games, Leon Knight is left out and Rory Fallon yet to score since his move from Swindon partners Trundle. Adrian Forbes also drops to the bench with Kevin McLeod back in the side after a 3-game absence. After their best league win since 1999, no surprise to see Huddersfield unchanged. Top scorer Pavel Abbott still troubled by a back injury. He stayed in Yorkshire for treatment. 6 of Peter Jackson's starting lineup came through the ranks at the club, and up front on loan Sheffield Wednesday striker David Graham has made quite an impact so far. He's already got 3 goals in 5 games at the Gal Farm.
And Swansea will start 4-4-2, and in Monk and Austin, 2 players who read the game very well, and you can rely on Monk to hold the defence together. In Ricketts and Williams, 2 attacking full-backs who love to get forward and will deliver quality further up the pitch. In midfield, Robinson with 14 goals already will look to join in with the strikers. Tate, although playing at the back this season, adds a bit of class in midfield. Great width from McLeod and Britton, pace and trickery, good deliveries of crosses, and up front the intelligence of Trundle, natural goal scorer. Fallon will be playing close to him, desperate to get off the mark. Huddersfield as well start 4-4-2, and it's nice to see a team with 2 attacking fullbacks, and in Murphy and Smith, both like to get forward, both deliver quality from wide areas. Clark, good on the ball. McIntosh, strong, commanding at centre-half. And in Taylor, Fletcher and Brandon, creativity, flair, trickery in the width. And in Worthington, gritty, engine room. Collins adds a creativity in the centre of midfield. And Andy Booth up front, the ultimate target man. And Graham, he'll work the channels well and will look to play off Andy Booth.
So he's back. Lee Trundle's return from injury could just be perfectly timed. He's signed that new deal. He's the man with a legendary, almost mythical status in these parts. Appropriate then, I suppose, that a man by the name of Peter Jackson is directing operations from the opposing dugout. The Huddersfield City manager has a loyal servant in his own ranks that he's able to call on. Terry Yorath there alongside him, the former Swansea City manager. And Andy Booth in his 13th season at the club. He's already scored 1 against Swansea City this season, back at the Gal Farm Stadium, the 3-1 win. A feisty affair that was, with 2 red cards. Expect more of the same here tonight with so much at stake. A Premiership referee in charge of a game with massive stakes. It's Mark Halsey who is the man in the middle this evening. A big cup final 50 miles down the road in Cardiff this weekend, but Gary, in League One teams, this is a season-defining game.
Absolutely, and it's 2 teams who play the game the right way. Both get it down, both like to pass it, both got excellent strikers, and it's got the makings of a terrific encounter.
Two teams with wonderful firepower up front, among the best in the league, and two teams with unpredictable defence. On a chilly night in southwest Wales, it should make for an interesting encounter, and the reintroduction of Lee Trundle. Always expect the unexpected. The home side in white this evening, preparing to get us off and underway. The Terriers from Yorkshire in their change strip of red and black. Pitch doesn't look particularly inviting, but it's, although a little bit bare, it should play fair. And here comes Swansea looking to get on the front foot straight away. Two frustrating draws for them in recent outings. They tend to concede late equalisers. They might concede early on here. They gave possession away, and it was Huddersfield who were just halted on the edge of the Welshman's penalty area.
Well, you can see the intent early from Huddersfield. Peter Jackson, that's when he was happy with the point. He said, no, come to win again. Quite right as well.
Trundle hovers. It's cleared away by Martin McIntosh, very much the elder statesman of the Huddersfield Town defence. Alongside him he has the on-loan Sunderland player Dan Smith. 15 years between them. McIntosh at 34. Clark and Murphin, all products of the Huddersfield Town youth system. And has been one of the features of their success so far this season. They've been able to lean on homegrown players who know exactly what it would mean to the club to get promotion this season. Harry Taylor-Fletcher has shouldered off the ball, but he won't give up the fight. And taking the fight to Swansea, he just stepped over the line. The former Lincoln City player.
He thought he was fouled there and just got a bit of retribution. It's a good point you make about Huddersfield and the young players coming through. It's great when a manager gives them a chance. They play well in the reserves and they know that the manager will give them a chance. Terrific for them.
And they couldn't be much more brimming with confidence. Their best win since 1999, last time out, as they saw off the struggling MK Dons by 5-0 last week. In fact, in their last 3 games, they've scored 8 goals and haven't conceded one. A defence that has been haphazard for Peter Jackson's side has just taken on a veneer of dependability. Big test for them tonight, though, against Trundle and co. No side in League One has scored more goals than them.
And it is a test against Lee Trundle. We all know that. But Rory Fallon as well, he'll be looking to make his mark. He's desperate to impress.
It's on by Taylor-Fletcher. It's a good ball looking for Graham. And here's a chance. And the first time that Willie Garrett is called into action.
That's a good area, Graham, there.
Smith's clearance. Here's Trundle. Now Fallon. Back to the top scorer. He's got a ball away. The flag has stayed down. Good early action and exchanges at both ends.
Well, he gambled there, Britton. And he got his slice of luck. We see the break from Huddersfield. Stays onside. Gets the wrong side. The defender does well in the end. Doesn't get enough on it there to trouble the keeper, but early intent from Huddersfield.
On by Andy Booth. Graham gave chase. Away by Gary Monk. Now Trundle. An air of expectancy whenever he gets the ball. Britain with work to do. And now the overlap from the Welsh international Ricketts in towards Lee Trundle, his first sighter of goal. Trundle again. Can he work the space? He can! And draws a fine save from Phil Senior.
That's a terrific save. But that's ability in abundance there. Gets his first one. Terrific first touch. Good block. Still aware. Gets a second one away. Lovely little bit of trickery there. Takes a little bit of a deflection, going the wrong way, the keeper. That's a quality save. takes his time, steadies himself, takes a little deflection. That's a top-class save. Going the wrong way, gets back.
Just one in his last 9 games. His failure to score goals is very much in parallel to Swansea's failure to win games. And as we heard him say before the game, he feels fit, he feels ready. And for the vital part of this season, Swansea with some big games to come against playoff chasing sides as well in the coming weeks. None bigger than tonight though. It's been a frantic first 10 minutes. Swansea's free kick. Fallon was the target. Gary Monk recovers. And McLeod, only one thing in his mind. Now Britton. Plenty of white shirts forward as well if Britton can find the delivery. He looks deep, it's Fallon! A wonderfully worked opportunity.
Well, I just thought when that comes across, this is his first goal, this is 1-0. All about McLeod's burst from midfield, gets it wide to Britton, who delivers a lovely ball, far post, just what Fallon wants, gets up a little bit too early. See him here, just gets up too early, can't get the ball downwards. That's a quality chance gone begging. And that won't do his confidence any good at all.
Still the wait goes on for Rory Fallon, 6 games without a goal. Robinson, caught late. Mark Halsey takes a look, thinks long and hard about producing a yellow card so early on.
And he's thought long and hard and he's given it. Great competition, nearly 13 minutes gone, but the tackles are flying in, the challenges have been honest so far, until this one that Mike Halsey sees as booking it is late, it is a yellow card. Without doubt, he's got it right.
He's a massively combative player though, John Worthington. That's his 12th yellow card of the season.
Well, that's the way, you can't take it out of a player like that. You try and take that devilment out, you lose half the player. I don't think I've seen such a competitive game in the first 12 or 13 minutes for a long time. Terrific advert.
Ricketts is beaten to it. Brandon. He'll drift away from Booth. Tussle between Monk and Booth is renewed. And the latecomer, Sam Ricketts, gives away the foul. Set pieces have been the undoing of Swansea recently. Most of the goals they've conceded of late have come from failure to do the basics. This is the first real test from this sort of position for them tonight.
Again, it's Worthington there, committed, terrific work rate, getting back to block McLeod's clearance. You mentioned about set pieces, but now they've got Rory Fallon in there who will help and assist back in defence as well. You know how good he is in the air.
A little bit short in terms of defensive reinforcements as well at the moment, Swansea. Injuries have ended the season of Stephen Watt and Izzy Rickpen, happening in the last 7 days or so. So really, the players you see out there, in Gary Monk and Kevin Austin, are all there are. Tate as well able to switch back to play in defence. The success of Swansea's run-in will be largely dependent on keeping players fit at the back.
Yeah, the lower you go down the leagues, the smaller the squads become, less money to play with.
You don't want to give it away to Lee Trundle there. This is Robinson. Worthington, the captain, tidies up. Austin's header, Fallon underneath it. Good strength from the former Swindon man. Now Tate. And this is Sam Ricketts. The fleet-footed Briton who's already caused problems this evening. Robinson. Now Trundle is onside. He's had to stretch to keep it in. Still danger here for Huddersfield though.
McLeod would have gambled, or Fallon would have gambled there. Trundle's trying to put it in the right area. McLeod could have had a shot here, chose to lay it off just a bit too far in front of Trundle. They don't close him down, they allow him to put it in the box, and nobody gambles there. You think Fallon might go at the far post. Goes harmlessly wide.
3 wins on the bounce for Huddersfield, the form they brought here. 2 wins in the last 4 for Swansea. 2 sides on the up in terms of form, and their managers hope in terms of season achievements as well. Both would dearly love to avoid the lottery of the playoffs. In theory, they could meet again here in about a month's time for a playoff semi-final. If the first aim is not achieved, and that's getting into the top 2.
Terrific pro that man is, Andy Booth. Maybe should have gone higher earlier in his career, chose not to.
It's a deep one. In the end, just ended up being a little bit too deep for Martin McIntosh to deal with. The elder statesman of the side at 34.
You see the beauty of having Rory Fallon in your side there. He went with McIntosh at the far post, did enough to put him off.
Just 2 defeats for Swansea so far here at the Liberty Stadium this season. And recently coming against Gillingham. It was a close one. They're looking to burst forward.
Took his time, the assistant. Yeah, we see the strength of Booth in the air. Always look for him. Terrific outlet.
Sam Ricketts. Foul on the target. Tate first to react. Swansea on the front foot again. Fired in towards Trundle. Nothing even he could do about that one. Well won by Robinson. Now Trundle again on the turn. Surely 1-0. It is. Back in the side and back amongst the goals. It's 1-0 and it's Lee Trundle.
People will say, look at that. Well, you expect him to score that, but you watch what he does here. The awareness and intelligence of Lee Trundle. The ball comes in. It's whacked at him there. It's not cleared particularly well, but watch what he does when it comes back. He lets it run across his body, takes it early, no stopping that. A lot of strikers, when this comes out, see the head of the defence may have gone to sleep a little bit here, but we see him, it's awareness, lets it roll past him. He could have just stopped it, but didn't. That is intelligent play from Trundle, and that is top-class finishing.
19 for Lee Trundle now this season, 1 for Swansea City tonight. First blood to the Swans. Taylor Fletcher. Forlorn chase in the end. Well, it's certainly Swansea who've been the more positive in the early stages. Kenny Jackett delighted that they've made their early adventurous tactic pay.
The way she couldn't tell.
Great catches. It's about the counties. It's about Test cricket on Sky Sports.
Here we go.
England and India. Sri Lanka and Pakistan this summer. It's about Australia in November and keeping the Ashes.
Fantastic.
It's about the team, enjoying it, loving it.
Live only on Sky Sports, England's tour of India. The first test starts Wednesday morning at 4.
It's about cricket on Sky Sports.
buy a Coke. And you could win a player worth $250,000 for your club and pocket 10 grand for yourself. Text the name of your football league or SPL club to 885555.
Hey up, new neighbours. Suppose better go and say hello. OK. You alright? So you've got the new Safira then? Yeah, brand new. Fancy butchers. New car, new house. Someone's doing alright. Glass roof, covered storage. Sat nav keeps them out of trouble.
My mother bought us that.
Overtired.
New Zafira, a clever family car from Vauxhall.
If you have a problem, if you need it sorting out right now, maybe you can call the 118-118 team.
Crazy Fools!
Well, I know it's around here somewhere.
I love it when a plan comes together, 118.
She's saving her 20%.
Sit on it, lie on it, laugh on it, cry on it, save money on it, win on it, lose on it, pick on it, oi, choose on it. But whatever you do, save money on it, eat on it, sleep on it, dream on it, have a scream on it. Just don't miss out on it, because the DFS sale ends Sunday. So get a move on it.
Win up to £10,000 and support the London 2012 Games when you pick up the new Win Gold scratch card.
I haven't seen them this excited since we got the puppy.
New look Mariva, available with 4 years 0% finance. From Vauxhall.
What's become of the male warrior? His natural habitat invaded. His mating call impersonated.
Masculine.
The boot is now on the other foot. But all is not lost. McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese made from 100% beef and the deluxe bacon quarter pounder with cheese, smoky bacon and cheese and black pepper sauce in man size only.
Duck, it's me.
Yes, Dog.
Brilliant news, Duck. Our Sky Guide's changed.
Yes, Dog.
I read it in the Essentials booklet in this month's Sky magazine.
Yes, Dog.
Now it's even easier to do all the stuff we love. And Duck.
Yes, Dog.
You're a bit busy right now, aren't you?
Yes, Dog.
Open up the latest Essentials Guide in your March magazine. It's packed with news of all the latest improvements to Sky. It's your Sky. What do you want to watch?
Well, what an extraordinary penalty we saw there. And
absolutely.
Sure that's heather and not poison ivy or something?
Yes, thank you. Green fingers. Don't jinx it.
Fallon. Terrific effort. A really good effort from Rory Fallon.
That's a terrific effort on the turn. Thought he was fouled at first. The ball played into a target man. Gets a bit lucky here, but look at the turn and the touch. Just a little bit off balance here. Just the body shape a little bit wrong and just skews wide, but that's a terrific attempt. It'll come right for him.
Already seen one cracking goal here tonight from Trundle. Not too far away from seeing Fallon adding to the catalogue. Well, cracking goals were the norm in the days of John Toshak back at the Vetch Field.
I know it feels when you join a new club and you're that desperate to get off the mark. The longer you go without getting one, the more it hurts. Offers so much, Lee Trundle. He's got a good touch, good awareness. I said before, a natural goal scorer. Runs at people, close control.
Swansea started this match so well, got their goal. Just being stifled a little bit at the moment as Huddersfield look to bombard them. With some aerial pressure, Booth the target man again. Here's Taylor Fletcher. Williams cross. Austin strength toll and Taylor Fletcher's wide.
They haven't had many attempts on goal, Huddersfield. Not had a chance to hit the target here, but good patient build-up. Austin initially does well, but good strength there from Booth. Comes back and leaning backwards. Good pressure from Robinson. Puts him off.
He is the second top scorer behind Pavel Abbott, who is homebound with a back injury. Here's McLeod. Great burst forward by Fallon. That was well defended as well by Huddersfield.
It's terrific to watch at the moment. Both teams, Swansea have got the edge. I think what they've got is more pace and invention in midfield at the moment.
Always aerial danger when Rory Fallon is lurking. Huddersfield will be only too well aware of that. Back in by Ricketts, too much power. Nothing at all that Phil Senior could have done about that Trundle goal. He has been able to do plenty about making the #1 goalkeeper's jersey his own. Paul Rahubka, formerly of Charlton and of Manchester United, started off the season very much in the #1 slot, but since he was sent off at Brentford, Phil Senior has been the man, the 23-year-old from Huddersfield, yet another one of the trainees in the side.
It's great to see managers giving the young kids the chance. I saw a lot of that at Nottingham Forest with Paul Hart, bringing kids through the academy and putting them in at just the right time, giving them the confidence to go out there and play in the first team.
Here's Andy Booth, 32-year-old. Ricketts intercepted. Smith. Burst forward by Worthington, he's won the free kick as well. That's what they need to do more of, get those men forward from midfield, and it's paid dividends.
Robinson pleading his innocence, does well there initially. There is a touch from Robinson, no problems there. You're right, they need to get midfield joining in with Booth, with Graham.
A little bit of a nervous hush around the Liberty Stadium. So many times, both home and away this year, Swansea have taken the lead and given it away. So all looks set up for David Graham to have a go. Wall does it job. Back in by Brandon. Guerrero's punch is solid enough. Now Leon Britton. Here comes the Swansea counter. Trundle.
I'll say he meant that. That was a dummy.
Advantage played by Mark Hulsey. Here's Alan Tate. Now Sam Ricketts. Ricketts continue this run to great effect. Well, a very cheeky effort, which sailed over in the end.
I think you're being very kind there, saying it was a cheeky effort. I think he had an adrenaline rush here. Did ever so well. Bursts onto it here. And he's thinking of getting to territory he's never been in. What shall I do with it? And in the end, he does nothing. Just the wrong option. I don't think he tries to chip him. I think he just tries to put it in the right area. Terrific burst from Ricketts.
Murphy. Austin got the touch. No surprise after the effectiveness of the last one to see Nathan Clark preparing for another bullet into the heart of the Swansea City defence. No problems. Austin's touch. Taylor Fletcher's flick on, it's loose. Gere able to tidy up. They do cause problems though.
They certainly do, and Austin and Tate let it go there. Neither one of them went for it. Initially he does well, Austin, look here. Oh, yours, no, yours, and they let him in. And that's just a miss kick from Andy Booth there. Poor defending. One of them's got to commit himself to going for the challenge.
Tate suddenly fully committed there for Swansea. Now McLeod. Cleared by McIntosh. Leon Britton. Ricketts again very advanced. This time he's won the corner.
Yeah, to impress the manager, the Welsh manager, gets forward well.
Britton, an inviting one to attack, and that's a great save on the line. Still alive, Trundle, and finally cleared away. Tate now, looking for Fallon, but the goalkeeper, who's done his side proud moments ago.
Well, this was pure instinct from Senior. Lovely ball in, it's Monk who drifts in there. That is pure instinct. Just sticks the leg out, gets his bit of luck, and deserves it. Terrific attack by Monk. Must be delighted, Kenny Jackett, with the way his team have approached this match.
His only concern will be that they're only one up, I suppose. Here's Graham. Williams. Good interplay. Murphy's found himself in space. Rather over-elaborate in the end from Huddersfield. Nathan Clark. Williams! Wide.
Well, he gets a bit of space there, Williams. Looking for a corner. Did it get a deflection? Swansea didn't clear it well for once. Gets in a bit of space, jinks past, tries to get it across Gere. Just drags it wide. Does it get a touch off a defender? No, it's through his legs and wide of the target. It's the first time we've seen Collins really involved in this first half.
Now Andy Booth. Gary Taylor Fletcher. Robinson able to steal. He was tracked back by Murphy. And Murphy got more of man than ball.
Well, Murphy looked like Robinson had got away from him. That's the problem Huddersfield are finding.
It's taken quickly, it's caught everyone out, and it's another save from Senior, followed in by Britton, surely it's number 2, and it's Leon Britton. Swansea double their lead just before half-time.
Well, they switched off totally there, Huddersfield, from the throw-in. These acres of space, you've got to feel sorry for Senior. Makes a save, nobody reacts for him in front of him. Look at this, acres of space here. Nobody picked him up, good strike, parries it away. No reaction, apart from Britton, who finishes again terrifically. One of the things in his mind, just picks his spot, bottom corner, Senior, no chance. You have to feel sorry for the goalkeeper. Last 5 minutes, he's made 2 terrific saves and he's got no help from his defence. But you have to say, Swansea deserved this. Where were you lot in front of me? Where was my defence?
A first half super show from Swansea, and Huddersfield Town have no answer at the moment. Giant throw, dealt with by Austin this time. Fallon back as the last line of defence, and again he's required. And the snapshot from Booth has gone wide, it's taken a touch too. Corner kick.
A good response from Huddersfield. Could have gone into the shells but haven't. Again Fallon back, he's so vital to them in defence. Twice he wins the header. Snapshot by Booth, couldn't get his leg wrapped round it enough to get it on target. Little deflection.
Danger in the closing seconds of this first half for Swansea. And the cheer tells you everything you need to know about Kerry's catch. And now here comes Britain. Robinson, he's found Trundle. Oh, still Lee Trundle. Just took on too much again, Lee Trundle.
Fallon was in a good space in the centre of the area. Trundle just he overrun it a little bit.
About half of the 1 minute added on played, and what a first half it's been for Swansea.
It's been fantastic, and what Huddersfield can't handle is the pace and the legs in the centre of the midfield for Swansea. Robinson, McLeod, Britton. They've been absolutely superb for Swansea.
It may just be that Swansea aren't quite finished yet. This will surely be the last piece of first half action. Williams. Away by McIntosh, only as far as Tate. But enough is enough. Lee Trundle firmly back in business with the first goal for Swansea City since he's come back from his stomach problems. He made it 1-0, and then Leon Britton, after Swansea had caught the Huddersfield defence napping, doubled the advantage. The Swans are flying high here at the Liberty Stadium, leading Huddersfield by 2-0 at half-time.
Oh, you're home early. We'll take your coat off and I'll make us both a drink.
We all need a gentle reminder from time to time. Now when you see a trailer with the Set Reminder logo, simply press your green button and get yourself a reminder. Then if you've got Sky Plus, set record. Remember, if it's got to be seen, press the green.
Dual Action Nurofen Plus. No stronger painkiller without prescription.
Nice car, mate.
Take a look at the stunning new Astra. Go drive.
You can't escape the taste of Volvic Touch of Fruit.
There's incredible stuff on eBay. I got all these filters and lenses. My girlfriend thinks I'm a
bore. Japanese, Netsuke. Julian will adore it. Of course, he's away
with the fairies and the pixies. And my wife picked up a
Russian sailor from Minsk. What a find!
orange. But I like orange. Coffee.
A relative came over today with 1,000 cigarettes. Loads of those. I said, I don't want them. They went, what? I said, well, I don't smoke anymore, so no need for them. Normally I'd see him and go, wow. It wasn't hard to say no either, which surprised me. Still going clean and well, and not smelling of smoke. Feeling a lot better for it.
Be strong and quit with Nicotine.
Hurry down to your local Vauxhall retailer, where the Astra SXI is now available with no deposit, 0% finance and free insurance.
Western Australia is the real Australia. The Australia where the only high-rise on the beach is temporary. Where it's harder to find a noisy spot than a quiet one. Where the only things colouring the water are fish. If you want an authentic Australian experience, this is where you'll find it.
Come and see the real thing, come and see the real thing, come and see.
Western Australia, the real Australia.
The death rates were so high that people's faith was rocked to the core.
Think about the impact of losing 15 million people, what that does to society.
It's that sense of facing an event over which you have absolutely no power.
The entire world changed.
The Plague. Next Monday at 9 on the History Channel.
Well, a disallowed goal there, Gary, which I think was clearly onside.
Onwards and upwards, Peter. Stay positive. Things are looking up. Lucky Heather. Fantastic.
It will be a reshaped Terriers midfield for this second half. Two more homegrown players brought on, Danny Schofield and Andy Holdsworth. The battle, after all, has been won and lost largely in midfield. It has been won by Swansea, lost by Huddersfield Town. That is why the home side take a 2-goal cushion into this second 45 minutes. If you are a Huddersfield Town supporter looking for some encouragement, only two teams in this division have scored more goals away from home this season. 8 in the last 3 coming into this. There are goals in this side, but Swansea haven't allowed Peter Jackson's side to find them so far. How will the changes affect the passage of play, I wonder? A crucial start to this second half. If Huddersfield can get an early goal, then it will be game on once more here at the Liberty Stadium. A cracking first half from Swansea, and they continue to build on that. It'll be in the back of their minds that in their last 2 games they've had the lead and thrown it away.
I think what Peter Jackson's seen is the midfield of Swansea run right in the first half. And Taylor Fletcher, despite being the top scorer, has paid the price for the part of the first goal. Collins was quite ineffectual first half.
Holdsworth, who started off in the middle, is bypassed by Robinson. What a wonderful ball in towards Britain. This could be a second. Denied brilliantly, and again by Phil Senior. Well, he's kept his side in the game there, the 23-year-old.
Well, this should be game killed off. Lovely timing of the run and the pass. Gets the wrong side, does everything right. Too high for the keeper. Still got to make the terrific save again. Good follow-up by Ricketts, more comfortable save. The timing of that from Robinson. Good first touch. Just hits it straight at the keeper. Either side, 3-0, game over. He's been terrific for his team. He's seen no defence in front of him, helping him out.
Here's Brandon. Remember, he had an early opportunity before Swansea had scored. Could have been a very different story. Normal service has been resumed by Swansea City in the opening exchanges of this second half. Could yet prove to be a significant turning point, though. Causing problems in the air. Trundle awaits in the centre. Here's Tommy Williams, that's a useful looking cross. Trundle first on the scene, tries his trickery. The flag has stayed down, back by Robinson, but no one on the end of it. And they're carving apart this Huddersfield defence at will. Graham, Worthington. This is David Murphy. Too close to the goalkeeper. His distribution tonight has been excellent. Big one! McIntosh.
Going to show all his experience now to get his team back into this game. Could have been all over the second half. Two good chances already for Swansea. Man causing total confusion in the Huddersfield defence. Lovely ability again, lovely touch. He's just stayed onside, and two have gone in flat there. One of those stays out behind either Britton or Fallon. Lovely little bit of trickery here. Waits for the run, plays it in there. Robinson does nothing wrong. Both Fallon and Britton have gone in flat. One stays out, it's 3-0.
Holdsworth. Robinson has showed tonight what he's showed all season, why he is such a favourite with the fans here in Swansea. No nonsense, fully committed, a little bit of quality as well. It's a lovely ball a few moments ago, just as this is now. Graham, how did Guerin make contact? The referee looks at his linesman and gives a penalty.
Well, we said Huddersfield might not be out of this, and that was rash for Guerin for me. Why did he come as far as that? He said he didn't touch him. We shall see. The assistant had got, he sees him there, Brown, coming. No, I don't think that's a penalty. I think he's conned the referee. He pulls out of it there, and I think that is a dive by Graham. The assistant saw it right in front of it. And I think they've got that one wrong. Looked initially like yes, there was a big contact, but then seeing that replay, pulls out of the challenge, Guerin, and slice of luck here gets Huddersfield back in it.
Chris Brandon, who scored a penalty kick in their last away game at Blackpool, gets a chance to do the same here. Brandon, back off the bar. Well, Swansea will feel that justice is done.
Well, that man certainly will feel justice has been done. He was livid that the penalty was given. What a chance to get his team back in there.
This is Dan Smith. Took a deflection off the hard-working Robinson. And towards Brandon, will look to make amends. Not allowed to by Leon Britton. His excellent night continues. Trundle leads from the front. And has got the ball out of play.
Oh, what a chance this is to get his team back in it. Hits it well, slightly leaning backwards. Does it go over the line? It bounces on the line. There was no shout. The linesman had got a good view of it. Hits it well, but he's leaning backwards. Cannons down. Bounces on the line. The assistant had a really good view of that. He got the penalty wrong, but he got that one right.
Only just over 6 minutes played in this second half. What drama already. Swansea could have had two. Huddersfield could have had one. The score remains, though, as it was at half-time. Guerin, who thought he was in much deeper trouble and his side were in deeper trouble, escaped with just a yellow card for that challenge.
Having said that, it wasn't a penalty, but why did he come as far out as that? He didn't need to come there. It was an acute angle. Got a yellow card for it. We've seen referees send goalkeepers off. Luckily, he didn't get that.
And there are two balls on the field of play at the moment. Mark Halsey, quick to see, one which was belatedly thrown back from the stand. Huddersfield Town here know that they have had a let-off in that Swansea haven't scored another. They also know they've squandered a big opportunity.
I don't think he's happy with this multi-ball system, Mike Holt. I think that's twice it's happened that the ball's come back on and stopped Huddersfield. Is he stopping that?
Mark Halsey's instructions are implemented. Bit of ball collecting to do for the steward here. I think there's more than one though around the ground.
It'll be an octopus to carry all them.
Brandon's free kick, that's glanced away by Tate. Leon Britton quick on the scene as he has been all night. Robinson finds space and looks for Trundle. Danny Schofield. Booth. Early ball cut out by Williams. It's been a long time since Chris Brandon had scored a penalty before that one. He got away at Blackpool in the last away game. Full of confidence, he stepped up, but he's missed it. Here's Graham, that's a great effort, and Guerre pulled into a full-length denial.
That's terrific play by Graham. Good save in the end. Booth again wins his aerial battle. Graham aware, lovely little turn here. Gets his shot away early, low hard. Guerre equal to it.
Well, you can't take your eyes off this one for a moment. And it comes again.
Credit to Huddersfield, they bounced back in the second half. It could have been out of the game, two good chances for Swansea, but I never say die attitude out there. No wonder from a manager like Peter Jackson.
And it showed in the first half. These situations are as dangerous for Swansea as any on the field. It's away by the captain. Now here's Alan Tate. McLeod has given it away. David Murphy. Glanced on by Booth. Into the path of Worthington. Pressure from Trundle, forced Senior to scamper out, and he just managed to prevent the corner kick. That's always the danger for Huddersfield. All the play they have at one end, and very nearly caught out at the other. Well, there's the end of tonight's multi-ball system. Bagged and tagged. Here's Trundle. The Huddersfield defence back off nervously when he's on the ball. Robinson will have a go. Well, he got great power behind that.
He certainly didn't. He scored 14 this season, you can see why. Good patient build-up again. Just laid off to him, cushion into his path. Good strike, straight at Senior. He gets no protection against the goalkeeper.
Now McLeod. Trundle. McLeod continues his run. Good tracking back by Andy Holdsworth.
What's been impressive in this game for me is there's been a lot of good challenges, a lot of honest challenges. There's been no diving. You know, it's been honest. You know, players have gone down and have got back up again, and it's a pleasure to watch.
Apart from for the penalty.
Apart from the penalty, of course, yes. How remiss of me.
Fallon's touch. Robinson still burrowing away. It's an excellent effort, nearly came for Britain. Just almost caught him by surprise though.
Well, had that been Fallon at the far post, I think it could well have been three, but doesn't Robinson do well? Gambles again, you think he's going to put it in there. Lovely little bit of trickery, takes it early again, and poor Britain just couldn't get over the top. That's wonderful ability. Turns the defender, Inside out again. Senior gets a good touch, and had it been Fallon or maybe Trundle, could have been a different story.
Austin giving it away to Worthington. Now Schofield. Under hit, McLeod. He's got the beating of the full-back Murphin. Trundle in the centre. Oh, and over by Fallon. What does he have to do to score, Rory Fallon?
Well, McLeod again with his pace, his searing pace. Tremendous, just knocks the ball past the defender, leaves him for dead. Another one comes across, leaves him for dead. Puts a terrific ball across. Just a little bit too much pace for McLeod. And Fallon just couldn't stretch to get it down on target. He's attacked it well, give him credit, he's still getting in there.
Home Nation Internationals coming your way this Wednesday. On Sky Sports 1, Wales take on Paraguay. On Sky Sports 2, the Republic of Ireland face Sweden. And on Sky Sports 3, Scotland play host to Switzerland. A massive night of international football, Wednesday from 7.
If you think you have the strength of mind to become a Royal Marines Commando, call 08456 07 55 55.
Spain, warm
Buy a Coke, and you could win a player worth $250,000 for your club and pocket 10 grand for yourself. Text the name of your football league or SPL club to 885555.
From 2 of the 6 writers of Scary Movie.
Grant's just embarrassed because he lost his virginity to the housekeeper.
Date Movie.
Close your eyes, listen to your heart, and think. Come on, do yourself a favor, and think big. All this from 7594. New Grande Punto. Open your eyes.
Orange. But I like orange. Coffee. Ow! Ow!
Oscar winners on Sky Movies with very irresistible Givenchy.
Just a few kilos of gold-plated metal. But the Oscar means so much more. Sky Movies presents a season of Academy Award-winning films, including premieres of Ray, Sideways, $1 Million Baby, and The Aviator. The Oscar winners season starts Sunday at 8 on Sky Movies.
Extraordinary corner kick there in the second half, Gary.
Lady looks going to shine on me. I can feel it. Look at Heather. Just... it'll be fine.
Took two to deny Booth. Brandon stabbed away by Austin. Murphy now. Fallon. Well, Fallon may have missed a couple of chances, but it's vital also to point out the contribution he's made defensively so many times tonight. When the final ball comes in, he has been the man to clear. It's Monk on that occasion. Bit of Huddersfield pressure coming here, perhaps. Oh, an excellent effort! Turned wide by Guerre. Graham very nearly pulling out a stunner.
Well, he didn't expect that, Guerre. I don't think anybody expected it. Long, hopeful ball in. The bounce is clear, just wraps it, leg round it, takes it early and can't take any chances there. Terrific hit. It's going wide, but Guerre taking no chances.
Huddersfield's corner, it's an awkward one, and it's in! There's the goal they pulled back! Huddersfield Town now right back in it! It's Martin McIntosh!
Well, the quality was good from the corner, nobody picked him up at the far post. Whipped him with pace, with quality. Fallon loses his man here, half a yard, heads it down, and Tate can't keep it out. See Fallon just lose him there. Steps back, good downward header, can't keep it out. Takes his eye off him for a minute, just gets half a yard, that's all he needs. Over Guerre and Tate no chance.
He scored the first last week in the 5-0 thrashing of MK Dons for Huddersfield. He scored their first here tonight.
I said it before, most teams against the onslaught Huddersfield have faced from Swansea would have folded in this game, but they haven't. They've kept a belief out there. They can get back in this game. They have.
Robinson into Fallon. It's away by Worthington. Now Monk. Ricketts cross, inviting for Fallon. Well dealt with by Clark. Offside flag up there.
That's how Swansea react now. Totally dominant in terms of chances. Suddenly pegged back to the last 20 minutes.
Came off the back of Fallon into the path of Nathan Clark. On by Ricketts. I mentioned already the fact in their last two games, both of which they drew against Scunthorpe and Bradford, Swansea held the lead until late on and were denied. 7 times overall this season, Swansea have surrendered winning positions. Will it be a case of deja vu here at the Liberty Stadium? Tate. There's 1 goal difference, and Swansea should be out of sight. McIntosh again! And Booth so close to getting the touch.
Yeah, he's done well, McIntosh. Wins the important header, heads it down into a good area. Booth just can't lift it over Guerre. Good chance.
Trundle. He's kept it in, Lee Trundle. Or has he? It was just touched out, but it'll be a Swansea City throw.
So difficult to knock off the ball, Lee Trundle. Close control, good first touch.
Robinson goes for the corner, denied only by the woodwork. Well, that deserved better.
Certainly did deserve better. He's so quick on his feet. Turns the defence inside out again here. They dive in, goes the other way, curls it, top corner you think, top of the crossbar. Wonderful ability, great technique. So unfortunate it didn't dip quicker. Beat Senior all ends up.
We've seen some wonderful quality of football here on show in this table-topping clash in League One. And still over quarter of an hour to go. Well, the free kick here goes against Trundle. He was adjudged to have been pulling back on Murphin. Here comes Schofield now for Huddersfield.
Defended by Williams yet again.
Oh, that's a lovely first touch.
That's a difficult skill, believe me. It's come in the air a long way. Concentration was top class. Good first touch. Good defending. Be a nervy man now, Kenny Jackett. I'd like to have seen this game wrapped up earlier. Huddersfield haven't allowed that.
Anything could still happen. Murphin's header. Clearance away by Schofield. More movement on the Huddersfield Town bench. They already made that double half-time switch. Maybe they'll throw on another striker. John McAliskey is the man who seems to be getting ready down there. Booth.
Defending from Monk, kept tight to Booth. He's not happy, he thought it was his ball.
Well, these two teams locked arms in the Autoglass final at Wembley. Swansea lost that one on penalty kicks. Andy Booth, the only surviving player from that afternoon back in 1994. Here's Fallon. McLeod's cross has fallen to Rory Fallon. So we see the introduction of John McAliskey. The captain makes way. A striker thrown on and midfielder withdrawn.
Well, credit to Peter Jackson, he wants something out of this game. He's been very positive. He'll make Swansea think a little bit.
All 3-3 now for Huddersfield Town as they chase the equaliser.
Substitution for Huddersfield Town, number 15 John McAliskey, replaced number 18 Jonathan Worthington.
That's a foul by McIntosh on Fallon.
Does well Fallon there. Backs in, gets himself a free kick, takes the sting out of it a little bit.
Robinson. Still Robinson.
Well, he just jinks his way past. Sends the defenders the wrong way.
Great start to the footballing weekend here in South Wales tonight. There's more to come Sunday noon in the Premiership. Liverpool against Manchester City. See it on Sky Sports 1. And then it's back to this part of the world for the Carling Cup final. Manchester United against Wigan from 2:30 on Sky Sports 1. Robinson, one against the odds.
Stabilising influence, Monk at the back.
Brandon, an easy one for Smith to deal with. The looming presence of little Leon Britton was a large one. Smith now getting forward. Holdsworth. Danny Smith. Blocked by Ricketts. Holdsworth, who's taken on the captain's armband, by the way, since the withdrawal of Worthington. Back for Brandon, a misser of the penalty kick. And Swansea with a chance to counter. Tate. McLeod. The Swansea attacking line denied by the defensive one of Huddersfield. Trundle. Still Lee Trundle. Well, he flicked it up. It certainly came off Holdsworth. Would have been harsh if it had been awarded against his hand. As a strike against his hand, it's just going to be a corner kick.
You do not back off against Lee Trundle. Just back off, back up, allow him into the box, tricks his way past, gets a corner in the end. He loves to see strikers do that. Attack defenders, commit them.
Swansea looking to restore that two-goal cushion, just to prevent last-minute nerves and tensions which are inevitable with this scoreline. Makaliski. Murphy. On by Booth, it's come to Makaliski, the substitute. Oh, a cool head, but he just took too long, and Ricketts, that's terrific covering across from right back.
He wanted too much time, Makaliski there. He knows that. It's a good chance.
Huddersfield have their tails up though. What a cross, and it's an equaliser! Would you believe it? Huddersfield have come from behind. David Graham makes it 2-2.
Well, he's deserved a goal for his play. It's an easy goal, he won't get an easier one this season. Leave a lot of space on the left-hand side here. It's won by Makaliski there, maybe a hint of a foul. Gets in the box, backs off him. It's a perfect ball in there. Not very good defending. They back off Booth there, allow him to play it. They back off again here, allow him to get into the box. He's put on a play for Graham. Doesn't he finish it well? Just gets in between the two defenders. 2-2, easy chance.
Here's Schofield now. Still Schofield. It's wide.
Well, he's the man who created the goal for Graham. You have to say it wasn't the best of defending from Swansea. Again, he jinks his way a lot of space. Does well there, but drags it wide. Good pressure in the end from Swansea.
Smith. McLeod surges forward. An awkward one to deal with. McIntosh took responsibility, but this is Lee Trundle. Trundle! Well, he can curl it from there, and he very nearly did.
It's an audacious effort, but just what you expect from Lee Trundle. Gets a bit of time, bit of space. Spots that top corner, tries to bend it round just beyond that post. Don't give him that time and space.
It's all set up for someone to make a hero of themselves. Whether they're in red and black or in white here tonight remains to be seen. The flag up against Makaliski.
It's a better line from the back four of Swansea, kept it higher. Makaliski to run offside.
It's been that sort of a night though, you just wouldn't bet against a late twist in the tail. Fallon. On by Robinson, who's hit the crossbar, of course. Makaliski. Smart turn by Graham. Booth is onside. Schofield in the centre. Huddersfield still want to win this. Brandon. Danny Smith. Holdsworth's cross. Makaliski teeing up Brandon. This is Andy Booth. Just overhit for Schofield, but it's still alive, the move. Schofield edging forward and settling for the corner.
He's allowed a lot of time and space. Booth's ball just put him a little bit too wide there. Schofield. Some good substitutions been made by Peter Jackson in this game.
They've ridden the storm and done the job, and it may just get better for the Terriers. Good shout by Tate. Back in by Schofield. All hands to the defensive pumps for Swansea City. Brandon. Trundle. Now McLeod. He fancies he has the beating of Murphy, he's right. Good recovery though by Murphy. The ball's still in play. Robinson now for Swansea. Trying to find the space, he has found it, agonisingly away.
Well, Robinson again causing all sorts of problems. Maybe he just did a little bit too much there. Chance to deliver a little bit earlier. It's difficult when strikers take up a position in the box to then take up a different position when Robinson's spinning and twisting and turning.
Makaliski. Graham. He's got beyond Tate. Brandon making a useful run to try and open up space. Still Graham, halted by Monk. Chris Brandon. Austin's been drawn out wide to deal with the threat. The threat from Makaliski. Couldn't get the power. Leon Britton summons up reserves of energy from somewhere. Schofield.
Well, Bill, this is one of the best games I've seen this season for commitment, for ability. Both sides. The response from Huddersfield has been magnificent. There's some sparkling performances. Britton you can pick out. Robinson, Trundle, Graham for Huddersfield.
That's another lovely touch and contribution by Schofield. Murphy wants it played in, gets it. Important block away by Williams. Tired legs combining. Two players committed to the cause till the end. And frustrations and nervousness just bubbling over. Mark Halsey was quickly on the scene.
Well, you don't want that to spoil what's been a fantastic game. I'd like to see these two teams' fitness regimes because they've given everything. As much as you can be impressed with Swansea, you have to be impressed with how much Huddersfield have fought their way back in.
They fought their way back. They have 2 minutes to try and complete the remarkable transformation. Tate. He's found Lee Trundle. Fallon, Britton and Robinson all in the centre. Britton again for Ricketts. It's teed up looking for Trundle. Fallon got the touch. And just about kept in. McAliskey looked nervously as that sailed into the dark Welsh skies.
I think they were asking for a back pass there, but they got that.
In the grand scheme of things, a draw, the result that neither of these two teams wanted. As a neutral, it's been the game that everyone wanted, though. Couldn't really wish for better in any division. And here we are in League One at the top. Robinson into Trundle. Britton.
Well, when it was played into Trundle there, you thought danger straight away. Just what he likes. Back to goal in the box. Played in quickly, intelligent ball. Bounces off him, was the contact. And then the follow-up from Britton, high and wide.
No doubt about it, though, this will feel like a defeat for Swansea City and a victory for Huddersfield. The table will tell otherwise. Here's Clark. Murphin. Well, frustrations for Swansea City, but what a wonderful evening we've had here in South Wales tonight. Honours even, so they stay as they were in third and fourth position, but a spirited fight back from Huddersfield. Swansea City had gone 2-0 up, but the goals from McIntosh had other ideas. Lee Trundle and Britton look to have done enough for Swansea. Final score, 2-2.
Kenny, yet again, that's 2 points dropped from Swansea's point of view. Can you put your feelings into words at this stage?
Well, it feels like a loss after being in such a good position. And so much of our play tonight being right, our play going forward. You felt that, you know, we always needed the third goal and we could have perhaps gone on from there. We didn't get that. Our defending was poor after that, as it has been for, you know, quite a number of weeks in certain situations. But as I say, some frustration, and after being in a winning position, it feels like a loss. But a lot about our play was right tonight, so even more frustrating.
Given the number of times this has happened to you, even since Christmas, can you put your finger on why it's been happening?
Some poor defending, that's one thing, but perhaps it does become a little bit mental. But, you know, we didn't sit back. We created a lot of chances in the second half, and, you know, a lot of good, very good goal-scoring opportunities. But, you know, set pieces, for instance, they're vital. You know, first one in the header, let him back into the game.
Peter, honours even in the end tonight, but in the circumstances, does that almost feel like a win?
Certainly does. I mean, at half-time, it could have been dead and buried. It could have been 4 or 5 down at half-time, but the players show great determination in the second half, and we could have won it at the end.
What went wrong in the first half, from your point of view?
We just didn't start the game well. We started poorly, and as I say, they got on top, competed better than us, and thoroughly deserved the 2-0 lead at half-time.
You made that double substitution at half-time. Was that in direct response to the way you conceded that second goal?
Yeah, and Michael had got a knock on his ankle. But certainly the two substitutions were, and I thought young McAliskey, who came on, also did well.
The way you came back, the way you fought back in this game, what does that tell you as manager about the character of your players?
They've great character. I mean, they're only a young side, very young side, and they show great character, great determination. And as I say, we've come away here with a vital point tonight.
So that point for Huddersfield takes them up to second in the table. Swansea stay fourth, but they've both played 35 games now in League One. And it's the 5th time since the turn of the year that Swansea have blown a lead. Huddersfield take a point at the Liberty Stadium. There's more live action coming up for you on Sky Sports on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, Hearts against Partick Thistle, Scottish Cup, noon, Sky Sports 1. On Saturday, Newcastle against Everton, 5 o'clock is a Prem Plus game, channel 437, telephone 08705 160 160 for more details. Sunday, Liverpool against Manchester City in the Premiership, noon, Sky Sports 1. And then the Carling Cup final, Manchester United against Wigan from 2:30, Sky Sports 1. Well, the Swans blew it again. A dose of bird flu at the Liberty Stadium. From all of us, bye for now.
Well, what an extraordinary game.
Lucky, I got this nailed on. Got me Heather.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks for everything. Join Gary and me, well, maybe me tomorrow for that top of the table clash. We'll see you then.
What's it all about? Cricket. It's about big hitters and big wickets. Great catches. It's about the counties. It's about Test cricket on Sky Sports.
Here we go.
England and India. Sri Lanka and Pakistan this summer. It's about Australia in November and keeping the Ashes.
Fantastic.
It's about the team, enjoying it, loving it.
Live only on Sky Sports, England's tour of India. The first test starts Wednesday morning at 4.
It's about cricket on Sky Sports.
Buy a Coke, and you could win a player worth $250,000 for your club and pocket 10 grand for yourself. Text the name of your football league or SBL club to 885555.
And so, mesdames et messieurs, I give you the new, restyled Renault Megane. With a fresh new design at the front. No. Forget the rear. It has a new double-distance xenon headlights.
Today's the day and things will turn around. So keep your head up. Things are alright. So keep your head up. Moto Sliver. Things are alright. Hello, Moto.
Coming up, live football, Hearts Partick Thistle at noon on Sky Sports 1. Live Super League Warrington Hull at 5:45, also on Sky Sports 1. And live A1 Grand Prix, the qualifying from Mexico at 8 on Sky Sports 3.
This is Sky Sports.